Hey guys, why are we outside? Because I got a special delivery and they left it in my mailbox. My hands are full of dirt because I was just digging in my garden and I wanted to get out here and get this video started. Welcome to my channel, Southernyankee Beauty. I just got Pat McGrath, the Sunlit Seduction new palette, and they had it on like a pre-sale order for the first time where you could order it. So it actually launches today, which is Friday, August 4th. Everything will be linked down below if you want to order it. And but I got it today on launch day because they had like a thing. They didn't really announce it, but when you went on, I think I got an email that you could buy it now. So I was patiently waiting. I did all my makeup except for my eyes. I just have liner and mascara on. So let me open this up and let's get into it. It's here. So first of all, it did come with a free gift when I ordered. So we got a mini black permagel eye pencil. I actually already have, but I'll probably take some of that off to do the look. So we got a mini that, and then we also got a mini Divine blush in the color Paradise Venus, which is a beautiful shade. So we can use that as well. I have a little blush on, but I can take it off or cover it up with, I'll just cover it up with foundation or whatever. But let me show you this. This is so cute, great for travel. So this is and it's a good color. It's like a terracotta. It's pretty dark. I don't have this color. I thought I did, but I don't think I do. So we'll see if it works for my skin tone. All right, so, and I love that it's a mini. I wish we could just buy the minis and not buy the big ones because I feel like it takes forever to get through a blush anyway. All right, and boom, boom, boom. Here is Mothership 11 Sunlit Seduction. And I wanted to see if it said on the front, or I mean on the back, the name of it anywhere, because I always have trouble. No, so does it say up front? Sunlit Seduction, so it says it up here. So a lot of talk about this. So first let's start looking at the top. So it looks very similar to some of the other ones that we got. We'll do some comparison swatches at the end. You've got pink, gold, and a little purple being featured here. The complaint I think from people is this is very similar to her other palette. She always has pinks and golds. She's done a lot of recently of these palettes that are in sort of basic girl colors that people wear every day. I think the reason she keeps coming out with these palettes is because we keep buying them because they're great for everyday wear. As much as we love the duochromes, I mean, if I have a duochrome in a palette and I get a palette like this, I always go for that duochrome. I always want to wear it, but I really like her really sparkly shades that she has, her 4 special shades, and these are a little different. She doesn't have her baked formula in here anymore. But for me, I like these colors, so this was a good buy for me. But is it very similar to colors you can find in other Pat McGrath recent palettes? I think it is. I don't think they're exactly the same, but I think we can find some very close dupes. If interested, if we find some dupes, I can maybe do a look with this and a look with dupes from another palette and see how different the eye looks come out or how similar, if you're interested in that. That'll help you, I think, in purchasing which one you want. These are expensive. I believe these retail for $128 now. There probably is a code since it just launched for 10% off. I know some people have codes. I'll look and see if I can find one. If I can find one, I'll put it up on the screen and I'll have it down in the description box with the link for you. But let's get in because this is very pink. From what I'm seeing, I saw Alicia from Kinky Sweat. She got it and she done 2 videos already. So, and they're beautiful. And then I saw Patty Alonso also had a video up. So I want to get this up today. So let's get this going. Let's take a look. I'm going to hold it this way so the mirror's not in your face. This is the top row though, and this is the bottom. So actually, let's turn the lights on so you can see. Holy bright light. Okay, so these are the 4 astral shades. Those are the special shades. Some complaints about this formula being extremely flaky and very, very textured. And then these are great, just like if you just looked at the palette in and of itself with these are like your good everyday shades. There's always a transition or like an inner corner highlight, brow highlight in every one. There's always one that's a little deeper to darken it up. And then you have 2 just regular metallics and you have a lighter and a darker matte. This one leans more pink. This one looks more peach to me. And then you have your 4 special shades. So I've already undone this, so we can go in, and I've got my shades here so I can tell you the colors. Let me just get them in. We're going to start on the top and go across. I wish she would start putting these on the palette because sometimes I lose these, but she doesn't. So, all right, so we're starting with Skin Tense Radiance, Nude Rose, and Hypnotic Bronze. These are the first, hold on, the first, I just messed them up. I went over this color with this color. Hold on. Okay, here they are on my fingers. So the first shade is Skin Tense Radiance. This is the one that you'll use as inner corner highlight or brow highlight. It does have a little bit of slight pink in there. Then next up we have Nude Rose. I'm excited about this color. That's a color I feel like I'll use a lot. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have Hypnotic Bronze. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, I'm going to go out of order because I want to do the 4 special shades last, which are these 4. We just swatched these 3, so I'm going to swatch these bottom 3 next. So starting with the dark one, this is Extreme Vermilion Dusk. Now, I heard that this has a lot of pigment and it packs a punch. Then we have Copper Dawn and Sienna Mystique. So here they are on my fingers. So this one is the Extreme Vermilion Dusk. Look at that. Beautiful, rich, almost has more of like I thought it was more brown, but it definitely has more plum or burgundy in there for sure. All right, next we have Copper Dawn. Pretty metallic. Lot of play there, and is a little flaky. You can see. Press that in, and then the last one here is the Sienna Mystique, which to me looked like it had more peach. This is the other matte. Ooh, that's pretty. So that 6 right there, you can do a lot with on your eyes. So you have your light shade, your rose shade, your bronze, your burgundy or darkening shade. You have like a, this is more like a rose gold bronzy shade with little orange in it, and then you have more of a peach here. So you could go in this all over, this in the crease, this on the lid, this on the inner corner, deepen it with this. Or you could do the same thing, except you could do this, then this in the outer corner, this on the lid, and the pink. Or you can go in with the pink, darken it here, use this on the lid, or this on the lid. I mean, so many things. Okay, so there's a lot of different looks that you can get. It's going to be a little bit more of a monochromatic look because that's the way that the palette's designed. Now let's get into her special shades. The top 2, we have Astral Pink Fetish and Blitz Crimson Ecstasy. Now, Astral Pink Fetish is, it reminds me of the Orgasm from NARS, the pink and the gold. Really, really quite stunning and beautiful. There's something else in here too. I may go and look up this color, but this is a very rich pink. And then you have your burgundy, and you can see that this is a messier shade. It's made it messy on me. You have to press that into the skin. I'm not a big fan of reds on the eye. It can make you look sick. So that shade I'm not excited about. But this shade I am. So this is the pink and gold shade. This one is called Astral Pink Fetish. That's really stunning. Very high shine. Wow. And you can see the flecks in there of the gold and the pink. So beautiful. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's go into the Blitz Crimson Ecstasy. Oh yeah. You gotta press this one or you're gonna make a mess. Okay. I didn't really probably do a good job. So this has some orange in it that I can see, a little bit of pink in there, and then that crimson berry shade. Not a bad color. I don't dislike it, but it's not a color I feel is going to be a great lid shade for most people, because you have to be careful with that shade. Almost everybody has to be careful with reds. All right, next we're going up to Astral Amethyst Allure. This is the one shade in here that has a little purple in it, and then we also got our gold, Astral Gilded Aura. She always does a gold. So this is the one shade with some purple. And it's beautiful. Oh yeah. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have the gold shade next. And that is also beautiful. So there are your 4 special shades from the palette, and I think they're quite beautiful. I think there's a lot you'll be able to do. You could probably put those 2 together and they'd look nice for a holiday look, and then these 2 would look pretty, this on the outer and this on the inner. Lot we can do here. All right, so there is our color story, all 10 shades. Everything looks beautiful. All right, let's clean up and let's start guys, playing. For this first look, I'm going to try to use as many of the shades as I can. So I'm not overly concerned that the look looks beautiful for this look. I want to just use a lot of shades in this look so we can test out the quality, the colors, the application. Is there any duds in here? So we're going to start with Nude Rose, and that is this shade right here. And I'm going to use that on the inner portion of my eye right here, and I didn't even tap off. So we're going to see, I want to check this up against the other matte that is more like peachy, and just see like if it's enough to, like, are these shades different enough where they would look different in the eye, or do you really do they look the same? Because they're both light. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. One of the wonderful things about her brand is that her shadows are just stunning. They kind of blend themselves. They're just pretty. Okay, got the other eye matching. So that's one of the things that I think you'll find with this is, even though these shades sort of seem a little redundant from some other palettes, she keeps doing them because they work, and these are colors people wear more on an everyday. I mean, if you're a creator, you're like, oh, we want the all these bright, beautiful colors, and I do want those in the special shades. I think she should have replaced that burgundy one. Is a little too flaky for me. So now I'm going to go into Sienna Mystique, which, like I mentioned, this one is more of like a peachy tone. And we're going to put it right next to it over here, because I just want to see like the color difference. I used a different, wow, it barely even had to blend. All right, so I can see that this is more pink and this is more of a peach shade. They do look different. I feel like if I did these on separate eyes, though, maybe it might not have looked as different. But they are different. You can see them together, that you have pink and then it kind of comes out to this peach shade. So I think it'll lend itself well to you doing more of a bronzy, like orange bronze, rose gold look versus doing a pure pink look. So you do have both options in there. So I can definitely see the difference there. All right, so now I'm going to go into the Extreme Vermilion Dust, the darkest shade, and I just want to put a little bit of that in the outer corner, just sort of tap it in. I heard you do not need much of this shade. That's it, really, right there. And then I'm just going to blend it forward into this, towards the center of the eye. I literally just dipped it in one time just to see if we could get something from it. And you can deepen that if you want as well. So I'm just going to stamp that right here in the, just like I did this one, the other one, and push that in towards the center of the eye. I just want a little bit of depth, but really I want to get, I'm going to darken it a little bit more. I really want to get more of those shimmers, the special shades on my eyes. Those are the ones I really want to make sure that I'm doing with you guys. I want us to be able to use all 4 of our shimmers. It might look ridiculous, but I don't care. Do you care? You want to see them too, don't you? All right. That one you do have to blend a little out a little bit more, but really pretty. Like this one looks a little patchy on this side for some reason. So, might be me. Although I didn't really put anything on my eyes, so I don't have a primer, but it could be my application, it could be the shadow. I don't know. So, all right, so going into, let's start getting some of our special shades. We're going to start with the darkest shade that I don't like, which is the Blitz Crimson Ecstasy, this real flaky one. And I'm going to put it just on, it's probably better put on, see, look how flaky it is on here. It's probably better if you don't do your makeup first, your base, because I think you're going to get some fallout here. So I'm just tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Just like that. So not bad. Not bad. But you're definitely going to get some fallout with this shade. This is one you're going to have to press, like I said, press into the eye. It does give you flaky fallout, and it does add, it's a very textured shade, so you just need to press it in to get it to stay, because it's very flaky. So I think for an outer corner, it probably works better than like putting this all over the lid. You could. I actually thought it'd be pretty with the red on the outside and that pink all on the inside. So I feel like at some point I'm going to want to try that. But I think it adds to some depth if you use it in the way that I'm using it. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Now... now we're going to go into that Blitz purple shade. It's Astral Amethyst Allure, the only one that's in here. Let's try this. I just cleaned the brush off. This picks up quite a bit more in the pan, and you can see it's almost got a cool tone to it. It's got that purple and maybe some silver. Then we're going to put that right up next to the Crimson Ecstasy color, because it's also kind of a darker shade. So tapping it in. I went up too high there. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, and looking at this shade on the eye, it kind of blended in right in. You can kind of see it, but it kind of blended right into that crimson color. So I think I might need to go in on with my finger on the end here with this crimson shade to get the color to be different enough for you to see. Like I said, I know these colors are not to be worn all together. You would probably just use one shade, one of these shades on your eye, not all four like we're going to, but I just want you to be able to see the difference between the colors. And you can see I got fallout all over my face. So I'm just gonna brush that off. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the pink shade. That is the Astral Pink Fetish. And I need another brush. Picked up great, and we're going to put that mostly right here. Marry that up with that pretty plum shade. I can't wait to get this shade all over my lid because this is a stunning, stunning shade. And so pretty. All these shades are pretty. Now I'm going to go into the gold Astro Gilded Aura. Picked up pretty good, and we're going to kind of stick that right in here. And man, we got so much sparkle going on. Pull that up and around. This is more of a rose gold to me. Oh my gosh, my eyes are like the sparkliest things I've ever seen. But that's what you get when you get a Pat McGrath. That's kind of what we want. Okay, I'm going to go back into that nude rose, that first shade, and I'm just going to go, I know we used that peach over there too, but I that was just for the purpose of seeing like how those shades look different. So I'm just going to kind of cover that up now that we know that they do look slightly different. All right, staying with the same one, I'm going to go into the white Skin Tense Radiant, our highlight shade. I'm just going to pop it right up over the shadow that I put there. A little highlight right there because I went up too high. So we're just going to stick that there, and this is going to go in our inner corner too, but first we're going to go ahead and get the bottom done. So all these shades kind of blended beautifully. Like you almost can't really see like where one starts, where one ends. Want a little bit more pink right there. We kind of lost that a little bit. This would benefit from me using the like a glitter glue, or she has a, and I have it, I just didn't pull it out, but either a glitter glue or she's got like a skin fetish like thing that helps your makeup stick better, and this definitely would have been a good one for that. All right, so now I need to go close to the eye on the bottom, and I'm going to use another color we haven't used yet. I think we've used all three mattes. We haven't used the bronze shade, the Hypnotic Bronze, this one right here, but I'm going to start, actually I'm going to start with this first in the outer corner just a little bit, and then I'll go into the Hypnotic Bronze, so that way we're using all the shades here. So yeah, so I'm taking this right up, this is a real dark kind of burgundy matte, putting it actually right over the liner, about that much. And here you can go over your, I had a little line, I had a little thing there, so you can pull this up if you want and use this and make a little bit of a wing here even. I'm not good at that though, so don't listen to me. And then you just take your, like that, take your blender, and you got a little bit of a wing. Okay, so now we're gonna go with that shade, that bronze shade, I think, and I'm gonna use this brush. This is a Luxie 243, and I'm gonna take that bronze, which is a metallic, and I'm going to go underneath this right here. Even though it's metallic, we're just going to try it. I don't know if I like that there, but that's what we're doing today. I don't normally put metallics under my eyes. Definitely needs some cleanup for sure. All right, hold on, I need another brush. All right, there's another color, Copper Dawn. We haven't used that one, so we're going into, this is just her regular metallic shade, but this is lighter, so I want this like in the middle. Just to bring a little bit of light to the bottom, because we got so many dark colors going on. And this is a really pretty shade. So this look has all the colors. Obviously we're not giving all the colors a fair shake though, right? Because we've got, you know, we're layering them over others. We're using every color, so they're not getting all their own moments here, but it's fine. Which is the peachier shade here, the peachier matte shade. And I'm just going to take that right under it. And actually that really brought that bronze out when I did that. That allowed you to kind of see that bronze. And don't worry if you make a mistake, you can clean it up like I just did. Like that's way too low. So again, we're going to take our blender and clean it up. A little bit messy. All right, now for the inner corner, I'm going to use the Skin Tense Radiance for the inner corner shade. That's just the white pink color right here. I am going to pull this on the bottom a little bit, and I'm going to take it up and pull it down. And again, this will bring some more light to your eye because all these colors sort of running together, and you can help sort of trace out sort of like a fake cut crease right here. So it opens the eyes up, gives a nice fun color. Sometimes you can do a pop up a different color here and just sort of start creasing out. Give yourself a fake but streamlined cut crease. Very pretty, very pretty. Okay, all right, friends. So I don't know if I have falsies. I would like to put falsies on with this though. Let me find some. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to do some like minor work on these lashes. These were like some crappy little lashes, way too long, and then I cut them and I couldn't make them even, and this one's going up and this one's not, and they're just being dumb. But anyway, there is, let me just get close and show you. There is our first eye look. I can't wait to create some where we're not using all these shades, because right now all those sparkles are beautiful, but, and you know, you want the colors to blend seamlessly together. They look a little different, a little more different in person, but not so much. I also used that black permagel. Look how dark and beautiful that was there, and I used it right here. That was the Pat McGrath one. Really like this. So this was her Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil Crayon in Extreme Black. Love it. That worked really, really nicely and just glided right on. So let's use this. I kind of wish I had more of a pink one, but this is more of a terracotta. I don't know how dark this is going to be for me. I do have to find, here we go. So go in here. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see what we're, oh yeah. Okay. Okay, let me put some on this side because I can already see even tapping it off. It's still too much on here. So I'm just going to tap that on. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, that's dark. What I say this was? Paradise Venus. Paradise Venus. So definitely good. If you have a darker skin tone than me, you will really like this color. This color will show up. It's pretty. It's punchy. It's got a nice, it's kind of got a pink and terracotta look to it, honestly. I'm just going to blend it in. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I do want to put a little bit of Fenty Balm over my lips because I need gloss. There, now we look juicy. Now we need highlighter. And I just put a bunch of them in here. Let's just use our Dior because it just happens. It's right here. So we'll go in with this highlight. And we'll use the gold. You could also use, in the Pat McGrath palette, these are considered artistry palettes. Let me just show you. So you could use the Skin Tense Radiance, which, let's just try it. I'll put it over what I just did here because she uses these a lot for, and this has a little pink in it, so I do like that. That's beautiful. Let's do it on the other cheek. Nothing's over here. I have no highlight on, so you'll be able to really see it on this side. So that is the highlight shade, and it's gorgeous. Let's put it on our nose. Pretty, pretty girl. I'm just going to go back over with whatever's left on my blush brush just to blend it, make sure we don't have any tough edges. Pretty on the nose, that shade too. All right, so there is our final look. I'll take some more photos at the end. So what are my thoughts about this beautiful palette? It's a beautiful palette. It's just a pretty palette. Now, this is not my favorite of the motherships that we've gotten. She usually comes out just with one of these a year. That shade I could do without. That shade had a little patchiness, but I really love it for deepening. I love that she has this one, and I love that it's got some pink in in the highlight shade this time. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is really the only shade I don't love. So I would say this is one of her weaker ones for $128. I would, you know, I'd like to see really special shades, more like where they're all like these two here, this purple moment and this pink, where they're very vibrant. And I like her baked shades. I wouldn't mind seeing those come back. I'd like to see a couple more different pops of color, just, you know, even if it's just one, even if it's one super special shade or a duochrome shade or something like that, because I don't think that, I feel like we've had so many palettes coming out that are pink, 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 pink. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you a couple of other palettes that she has that are pink that have possibly some dupes. Let's see if we can find them. To swatching. So we're gonna start, I've got all 11 minus 1. I do not have 4. I don't have 4, which is Decadence, Mothership Decadence, 4. So, but we're gonna go through the first ones that I have here from 1 to 5. Because it's not really until you start getting into, like, I would say the last 4 or 5 palettes that came out that you're seeing all the pink. So I'm not going to go through every single one, but we're going to start with, we're going to hold up our new one and just starting with palette number 1 and see if there's any similar shades at all. There may or may not be. And one of my shades does not have a, one of my shades doesn't have a box, one of my palettes. So let me just get these in order. And then I have a couple smaller ones that we can swatch as well. But let's start with number 1. This was the first one that came out. This is Subliminal. I actually have not really even played much with this. This is one of my newer palettes that I got in recently. Made in Italy. I don't know if they're all made in Italy, but yeah, this is Subliminal. I don't think there's anything in this palette though that would be, except one shade that might be similar, and which is this one. We will try it, but it is a baked formula. So this is number 11 on the top, and this on the bottom, you can hold them, is number 1. So here is the shade. So the only one I wanted to swatch was this one down here. It's kind of got like a purple and a pink, okay? So this is from number 1. And then in this shade, our number 11, we have two shades. So we have the purple shade. So that does have, you're seeing more peachy in there, but that's not going to be anything like this one. And then we also have this gold one in here that has like a rose gold. So yeah, none of those, these are from the current new palette that's from this palette. So this palette, number 1, really, there's no, you can see this color story, Papa Blue, really beautiful, but there is no shades in there. There is another purple, but it's just like a, so we'll put it, well, let's see, that's the one, let's see. That's actually closer, but this is a special shade. This isn't, this is just a straight metallic that's almost satin. So yeah, no dupes or nothing in number 1. So if you like the color story in 1, you can go ahead and safely get that, and you're not going to have any other repeats in there. All right, so this one, and I don't think this either does. This is Sublime. This one, so we'll try a couple in here. So on the bottom is our new one, and the top is number 2. Okay, so we are going to swatch a couple of shades from this. So let's first get Skin Show in number 11 right there, and let's do this one in number 2. This is more chalky. I can already feel that. All right, so there they are. So this one has more champagne, does have pink in it. This also has pink in it. Nowhere near as shiny as our new formula here in number 11. So not really a dupe there. Again, so this is number 11 in one of the special shades, and then this is in number 2. I would say those two are pretty close. This has a little more gold. This one in number 2, a little bit more pink. Yeah. So I just darken the swatches so you can see more gold, more pink. This is number 11, this is number 2. So those are close. And then that might be it. There is, oh no, let's try this. So this one is in number 11. That's number 11 right there. And then in number 2, we've got more of a metallic. Those are close as well. So those two are pretty close. This one's a little lighter in number 11. This one's a little more hardy. But totally could dupe if you had one on each eye. I don't think you're gonna notice a difference. And then let's check the golds out. We have a baked formula gold. So the baked gold is in number 2. I'll do number 11 first. So here is number 11. You can see the difference. This is much of a, like a old gold, like a dark, and this is light. This is a topper shade. This is number 11. Let me put that on a different finger so I can get a better swatch. So that's 11, and then this is number 2. So those are very different in their tone. Both are special shades. This one is a baked formula. This is a Blitz Astral formula. Okay, so not a lot in here that is a dupe. Which is bronze. Oh, that's 5. Here's number 3, Subversive. I almost couldn't find this palette. I know this is a favorite for a lot of people. I don't know what's the better way. But yeah, these look very different. I don't think we're gonna see anything in here. We'll do a couple, maybe one. So we'll start with the new one. And then we'll do the one in number 3. So there is a bronze in the new one. And then there is a bronze in this one. But I think the one in number 11, here's number 11, is a little bit warmer in the one. So that's the bronze shade in the new palette. And then this one in number 3, oh yeah, much darker, warmer, cooler. Okay. So then we also have, they're different as well. Okay, so this is number 11, and this one is number 3. You see that one has much more pink, still has more gold. Okay, not much to go on for the palette number 3. So again, if you were going to get this, you've got, and these, I mean, look at this shade. Oh, let's just swatch these for fun. I wanted to do this. Okay, this is Gigabyte, I believe. These are just fun colors. I'll just swatch them here. So this is like the lavender shade, blue lavender, so neat. And then this is all right, so that was the purple shade, and this is the Gigabyte shade right next to it. Those are fun in that palette. And I think seeing some of these swatched may help you figure out like which palette you would like to get, because they're all so much fun and they all have a different vibe. But she definitely did more in these beginning shades. There's neutrals in each one of these beginning palettes. And then there's like pops of color, like purple, green, and blue. Like really pretty, like, just some fun things in here. So I'm going to clean up, and then we're going to go into, well, I could use this arm. We're going to go into number 5. I don't have number 4, so after this I'll clean up my arms a little bit. But we do have the red shade in here and a burgundy shade that burgundy shade in here that we can test out next to one another as well. There we go. This is not easy to hold both of these up without dropping them, okay? Top one is our new palette. Bottom one is palette number 5. So let's see what we got. All right, so let's start with mattes and see if there's any mattes in here enough. You can see the difference here. And I did them on the wrong thing here, so I'll just do them right here. Yeah, that's from the new palette. That's from number 5. Nope. Don't match. These are different formulas, but very similar. So this one is number 11. This is just a metallic that's in here in the new palette. That's 11, and this is
a special shade that's in 5. Those are extremely close, but this is a metallic, this is an Astral Blitz or a baked formula. So those are really close. This one's a little bit more orangey than this one. So new palette, old palette, okay? And I think that might be, oh, the reds. We want to try the red. So we have that burgundy shade, and then we have this red shade. So they're very different. You can already tell. So you have burgundy. This is more red, and this is more like a wine shade. So here is number 11. And here is number 5. So yeah, that's much darker, and the tones are definitely different. I think from afar though, you could probably put them in the eye. If you put this one on lighter, and you could probably get the same look with that. But that's really it in terms of similar shades. There is nothing else in here that even comes close. So far, going through just these palettes, not seeing too many dupes, okay? But we haven't gotten into the pink ones. All right, one more that's very different is number 6. This is Midnight Sun. This is another one that people really like. This is what Midnight Sun looks like. This is a gorgeous palette too. Next to Sunlit Seduction. The white shade, cream shade looks similar. One of the astral shades. Okay, so there's a couple in here that we're gonna test out. Starting with number 11's the, I can tell you what this one is at least. This one is Extreme Vermilion Dusk, number 11, and this one is from number 6. Very different, more burgundy, and this one didn't swatch as well, and it's got more like cognac or caramely brown in there. So those aren't doing it. And then, okay, then we have the 2 Skin Show shades are pretty close, at least when you're looking here. So I don't know if, so this is the number 11. And this is number 6. Almost exactly the same. Like, you wouldn't know the difference. So those two are peas in a pod, all right? These are, this is number 11, and this is number 6. So those are different. As far as the purples go, they're also very different. Very beautiful, both of them. But this is number 11. For the purple shade, and this is number 6 for the purple shade. So not matching there. So that's really all we have for that. Divine Rose. Also, if you're watching this on my beauty channel, stay tuned because I'm doing a big giveaway on my main channel soon because we just hit 5,000 subscribers. You're gonna wanna be a part of that if you like beauty, okay? So for this, the Divine Rose, this is where we start to see the packaging turn pink. You also have the packaging where the inside is, which I have, it's just not this one, but where the packaging itself is pink, and then I think some had pink chrome. I do have one of these in pink, but I got this one first. So we're gonna see side by side. But here's where you're really starting to see the color stories turn pink once we got into palette number 7. And I kind of wonder, so those would be really great companion palettes, but I kind of wonder if she did a lot of browns and neutrals with a pop of color in those first palettes, and now we're in those first 6 palettes, and now she's doing, like, it almost seems like a series of pink, but we are starting to see, like, on some of them, like this latest one, some purple coming into here. And I'm wondering if that is a sign for the next series. Maybe we're going to now get like a series of 6 palettes that all have different shades of lilacs and purples and, you know, plums and things like that, and do a series there. And then she might do something with peach, and we have a whole series of palettes that have all the peach shades. So I don't know. I'm hoping there's a method to her madness. But so for this one, I do want to compare the pink shade in here in number 11, as well as one of the pink and gold astral shades. They both have pink. You can see they're different. They both have pink and gold, but this is number 11, so it's a stronger pink flip with gold. And this is number, was it 7? 7 or 8? 7. So they're very similar. So this is a stronger gold shift. You can see that the gold, yellow gold is stronger, and here the pink is stronger on the one, and it's chunkier here. But those are close. I think you can get a similar look, except you're gonna have a bigger like duochrome shift on number 7. That's just to the regular Divine Rose. So that's interesting. So those are kind of cute and close together. And then as far as the browns, nope. None of the colors are the same from here on out, except the Skin Show Nude colors are similar. Those are pretty similar in most of the palettes. I'm just looking at the special shades to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, that's it for the Divine Rose. It looks like they would be a really nice complement to each other. It looks like this shade right here and the one across it, the peach one, would be similar, but they're not at all. But on camera, I'll just show you, because on camera, it looks like they are. So this is number 11. And this is number 7. So you can see that this is more of a mauve and a satin, and this is a matte and a peach. I would say, I mean, I guess they're not too far off, but they're different tones and different colors. So there's nothing really in Divine Rose 1 that is a match. Just that pink shade, that special pink shade is slightly similar, but even that is different because that other one in here has a really strong like gold flip, and the other one is more of a pink sparkle beautifulness, okay? So not a whole lot there. So as much as these look like they are similar, so far not so much, all right? Then we have, I think this is Divine Rose 2. This is probably one of my favorite palettes. And here's where she introduces more of the duochrome shades like this one. And there's nothing like this in here. We also have a very hot pink in here. We do have a peach. We'll check that peach. And we have burgundies don't match. They're different, but we'll check them. And then we have eleganza, which looks like one in here. So again, when you hold these up, they look like they'd really look good together. If you were going to marry some of the colors from both palettes, I think you could get a beautiful, beautiful look. But let's see what we have. So the first thing is, let's try that purple and the number 11, and then the eleganza shade from number 8, okay? So this is from, you can see they're different because this is 11 and this is 8. 11 and 8. Wow, those would be beautiful together, wouldn't they? So very different in tone, but those are like the two that have some purple, but this one has a little bit more pink in it, and this one definitely has more purple in it. So, all right, then there was a peachy shade. These do look different in tone on my fingers. This is number 11. This is number 8. Yeah, so this is more orange. This has a touch more pink in it. Similar though. Again, you could probably, you know, get a very similar look with that. And then I don't know, let's try this gold and this gold. So these are both astral shades. This is number 11. This is number 8. Oops, sorry. This is number 8. I messed them up. But yeah, those are different as well, different tones. Okay, so let's start on this hand I don't think, what is this one? A bronze and a bronze. We'll try, oops, I did it on the wrong hand. This is number 11. This is number 8. Those are similar, different but similar. So this one does have like a gold in it. This one has a little pink coming in it, and it's a little darker. This is a little lighter in color. So that's really it from that one. So that was number 8. And I don't, again, there's not enough shades in any of these palettes to say that this is a repeat palette, or there's one palette with a whole bunch of dupes. Just not seeing it. But you know, there are similar shades, I guess, but she is not repeating shades. There are some that are close, but no cigar. 9, Utopian Dream. So 9 is next. This was actually one of my favorite palettes as well. I really like this one. Here's the two side by side. And we do have the pink, so let's try the pink astral shades. So we're gonna go on this arm. So this is number 11. And then we have this really stunning, this is like a stunning topper in this one, and it's lighter, I can already see. This one's more of a topper, where the other one is a great lid shade. But you can see they both have pink and they both have gold, but this one looks like it has more of a lime gold flip, where this one is a straight pink. And it almost has like a silver, a silvery flip to it. Like silver and gold. There, I'll darken it so you can see. Different, but both of them really gorgeous. You do have a peach in here, so let's do your peachy tones. This is number 11. And this is number, what did I say this palette was? 9. This is a lot more like of a bright pop on this one. Those are nothing like, and it's also not swatching good. Nothing alike. Okay. Then you have 2 shades also in here that are kind of peachy, pinky in tone. One looks cooler than the other, and one's a little bit warmer. All right, so this is number 11, and this is whatever palette we're on. Those are close, but different tones. What number are we on? We're on Utopian Dreams. We're on number 9 right now. So those are close. I think you can get similar look there. We have a bronze in both of these. So let's try the bronzes. All right, those look pretty similar to me. This is number 11. This is number 9. That's probably the closest we've seen as far as the bronze goes. So I would say, like, surprisingly, this palette has more colors, and then that are kind of similar. Just looking to see if there's anything else. The golds are different, like way different. Okay, so this is number 11. This is 10 or 9. That one seems a little dry. Hold on. This is like her baked formula in here. So you can see there's definitely a difference there. All right, so that one I didn't have the container for. I don't know where that one went to. Now we have the last one, which is 10. This is Moonlit Seduction, right? Yep. All right. Another one I really liked. So here we go. So again, I think these are I think they're all different. I don't think there's really any dupes in here. That last palette, number 9, is maybe the closest so far. So in here, nope, there's no dupes in here. The only thing that I do want to show you 2 of these in here though. These 2 shades are stunning in Moonlit Seduction. I'm just gonna put them here. So these are so pretty. Look at that, that's a duochrome. And then that other one that is like a lilac topper. Let me just darken these so you can really get a good look at them. So one is a topper and one is like a duochrome, really pretty, or multi-chrome, really pretty. And then you also have in here a pretty, like, these are all the topper shades in here. Just gonna swatch them because we can, why not? And then let's do the last one, which is gold. Kind of mixed them all together, but I think you get the point anyway. There we go. Look at all those beautifulnesses. Those are the special shades. So yeah, so nothing really standing out in this palette either. Like, it's gorgeous, not a dupe. All right, so that answers that question. So do we have similar shades in any of the motherships? Yes, there are some similar shades. Are there any dupes? No. And each of these palettes only had one or two that was even close. Some had none. So I would say that if you're getting this palette and you're like, oh, it's a repeat, it's the same. No, not really. It's different completely. But now I do have some smaller palettes that we're going to look through and just compare. So let's do those next. This is the little 6-pan platinum bronze. Nothing. None of the shades in here are anything close to that. So I don't even think we don't need to swatch anything. There's just nothing. Mothership Cerversa La Vie en Rose. Let's check this one out. I think there might be something in here. I am like covered in sparkles. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm a sparkle mess. I took that shirt off. My pants are covered. Everything's covered. Nothing really in here too. We'll do the, maybe the plum color in here. That's all. We'll match up those two plum colors and see, but that's it in here that could even be close. So this is the purple shade in number 11, and then we have this purple shade in this little mini, and they're different as well. So this one has more pink in it, and almost like a fuchsia-y color pushed in there somehow. Maybe it's just like a light pink. This one's darker. So really both of them gorgeous though. Cannot complain. So that's it in these. And then I do have this quad. This is the Divine Rose Luxe Eternal Quad. I hadn't even looked at this, but I'm really curious to see what's in this little guy. Okay, so we have a pink here we should look at, and we have one that looks like that Eleganza shade. So that purple tone that we have right here, there it is. Let's go on the top. Oh, not at all. That's more pink when you put it on, for sure. And then we have this pink shade from the little quad, but it's just like a metallic. That has that flip. That's going to match that other shade we did in the other palette, but not this one. This is just a regular metallic in here, and this is a special shade. You can really see the difference here. Okay, so again, no, not really. Not really. We can check this light rose shade and this shade, so, but they already look different. So this shade is number 11, and this little one is the quad. Not the same. Okay, so that's a no-go. I think there might be a red shade in here I wanted to check. That red doesn't come off easy. Oh no. All right, I have this little guy too. Okay, so this is looking brown, but when I look in here, it's looking red. So we're gonna swatch it because it's gotta be like a duochrome shade. And then this red. So I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, let's just try. So this is number 11. And this shade is this little mini. Yeah, that's a duochrome shade. It does have red in it, but it's not, it's like a hint of red, but depends on how you look at it. It'll look more red, but yeah, not the same. Okay, now, Bridgerton. That was all pink, right? So there is, you got a green. Okay, so there's a rose gold in here that could match this, but one's a special shade, one's not. Oh, and I just went in over that. I don't know if that's going to come out well because I had red underneath it. So this is number 11. This one is Bridgerton. Let's get Bridgerton again. Bridgerton is lighter, much lighter, more champagne, more orange. So that's a no. Then we have a darker shade, like the burgundy shade, and so this is the vermilion one from 11, and this is from the matte shade. So those are close, but this one's lighter from the Bridgerton one, and this one's much deeper. So look at all those pretties though. Look at all those pretties. So yeah, so not much in here either. Okay, so far everything is different. So everyone's like, oh, same old, and I guess so, as far as, you know, a lot of pink, but really this is a totally different palette. This is Diamond of the First Water from Bridgerton. Let's see if there was anything in here. All right, we do have another darker shade. We can just put that with this to see. Nope, this was our shade here. That actually might match. Let's also do this pink shade here, because I want to check it up against the pink matte. So this is from the Bridgerton palette, and then this is from number 11 right here. Bridgerton number 11. That's kind of close. Those guys. This one's just lighter, and then this one. So nothing crazy there. We do have a pretty mauve. We're gonna go in with that. Wipe my fingers off with that purple shade that we have up against this mauve, and see my fingers are like permanently stained now. Okay, so that's gonna be this one. Okay, so this one is number 11, and this one is the Bridgerton one. So those are different as well. Not the same. And then, is there anything else? There is a Blitz shade in here, but I think it leans blue. Yeah, this is a beautiful shade in here, but there's nothing in the 11 palette. This is a topper shade, and this is so pretty because whatever you put it over, it just takes on a totally different hue. Let me see if I can show you. So, all right, so this was one of the special shades that we did from the same, one of the Bridgerton. If you put the blue over it, I don't know if it's gonna show up real well here. It changes the whole look of the color. And that's what a topper is. It gives it a little extra light and shine, and it's got reflex of blue. It's gonna change the color. I'm such a mess. All right, so nothing in there. All right, and I have two final ones, and then we are done. I feel like this has become a huge swatching, and I've been swatching for 25 minutes. So I got glitter all over me. I'm gonna have to change. All right, so then we got these little guys. I think this was like all bronze stuff. Yeah, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here that is similar to this. And I think the other one, we're gonna check a couple. All right, so here is these guys. So we're gonna check this one in the middle here, which is so creamy and wonderful with this one. So this is number 11. This is the mini. All right, those are slightly similar. Those are not too far off from each other. And then you also have a purple one in here, and then our purple one in our new one. So here we are. So this is number 11. This is the mini. Oops, that's not it. This is the mini right here. Okay, so that's the purple, and that's the purple in there. So again, pretty different in shade tone. You do have this shade, which is like a bronze beautifulness. The shades in here, whatever this formula is in stunning. And then you have a bronze in here. So they look different. So this is the bronze in number 11. I'll just do it here. And this is in the mini. Yeah, that mini is lighter. This is more rich. All right, so that's it, guys. So that is, I mean, shoot, a ton of swatching. So much swatching. So as much as everybody's saying, oh, it's the same old, the only thing that's same old is it's different shades of pink. Went on my face. Purple from Pat McGrath. So it is different. It's not the same. she's in a pink phase right now. She's doing a lot. I'm sure it sells really well for her. The eyes are beautiful. I always get a beautiful look whenever I use Pat McGrath, but gosh, that's so pretty. Some of these shades are so pretty. But I do think that these palettes, if you are a collector, are wonderful to get each one because you're going to be able to mix and match. You saw some of the shades that we put next to each other were different tones that would look so beautiful on the eyes. Whenever I have Pat's palettes, I get so much inspiration from them and I just love them. She has a whole bunch of different formulas. Like whatever formulas she used in these guys for her special shades in here are so creamy and so beautiful and just absolutely stunning. Same thing for this palette, like this shade. Oh, look at this shade. Oh my gosh, I can't get clean to save my life, but look at that, like a pewtery gold. That's beautiful all over the lid. So and I believe these little palettes, and it can spread out, it's got a lot of boom. These little palettes are only like $36 full price if you want to try her palettes out and then, you know, see if you like it before buying like a large one. That would be my recommendation. Go pick up one of these. Go pick up one of these. Okay, so this one is the Celestial Nirvana. This one is the one that's more pink, and it's in, or sorry, it's not actually, it's more neutral. The only matte in here is this, and you want to go really light, it's like a gray. And then this one is Celestial Nude Allure. What was this one? Bronze Blitz. This one is Nude Allure, and this one has more of the pinky shades in it. So I actually thought I was going to love this one, and I love this one with the black in it and the neutrals better, but they're both gorgeous. So I would try those out if you're looking. Now, if you're interested in seeing me rank my Pat McGrath palettes, whether I do the big ones or all of them, and just where, you know, what are my faves, what I use the most, I'm happy to do that and show you my faves. But I do think that it's a good idea to see all the palettes in a video, so you can really think about your skin color, your palettes, you know, your colors that you like to use on your eyes. If you're going to spend $128 on a palette, you do want to get one that you're going to use a lot and that you're going to get a lot of, you know, repeated use, because it's expensive. Now I collect them. Like I said, sorry about my breath, I just had to take that other top off. The only one I don't have is Decadence of the Motherships. I didn't realize I was just missing one, and I think that one's all jewel tones and all metallic. I don't think there's any mattes in that palette. It's the one I like the least out of everything, but I may get it if it goes on sale just to have a complete collection of all 11 Motherships. And then I don't really have a lot of like the quads of the Mothership palette, or the mini quads, but I really do like this one that I do have. I may have more. I grabbed what I could find quickly, so there may be a couple more that I own as well. I don't know. In fact, I know there is. I know there's a couple I'm missing. So anyway, that's it, guys. Let me know if you picked this up. I will have it linked below, and I'll put a discount code if I find it in my email. I think I did get one for 10% off, so you can save a little bit of dough on here. So that will be linked for you, but let me know if you're getting it, if you got it, what you think, and were the swatches helpful? I mean, I think if you like those pink and rosy tone and purple shades and bronze tones, I think you'll like this palette. If you are trying it out for the first time, I might go with Divine Rose or Divine Rose 2 or Moonlit Seduction. Depends how. Moonlit Seduction is good if you like it a little more wild, if you like a little bit different of the special shades, but Divine Rose 1 and 2 are so gorgeous to start off with if you're venturing into pinks, but you want to lean a little bit more pink neutral. If you want this one, you're going to get, you know, I still think this is fairly neutral. I don't think that these shadows are crazy. There's not a shadow that we used in here that is like superior, far and above. Like some of the shadows in the astral shades are just like, oh my gosh, they're to die for. These are just, they're okay. It's a good luxe palette, but it's not like her special palette. So but let me know if you would like to see a completed video using these, you know, ranking all of these, and I'll probably do one look that will be in the whatever I'm wearing will be my #1 palette, and you'll just have to wait and see which one it is at the end once I get to #1. But I'm so curious to see if that would be of interest to you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and also comment and like. That helps these videos get pushed out further. If you have a channel on your community, you can hit the share button and share it. If you want to share my channel with others, I would appreciate it. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Stay beautiful, guys.